Natal Venus in Aquarius. Important takeaways. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down Venus in Aquarius, everything you need to know about this placement and how to master this placement. Now, I've done a video on this before, but I decided to redo it and make it better and make it easier to understand, okay? So let's get into Venus in Aquarius, the important takeaways when someone has this placement. So these people truly value and love their friends. They're accused of loving their friends more than their actual lover. Aquarius is associated with our friends and friendships, right? Venus tells us what we value. So Venus and Aquarius people, they truly value and love their friends. It's very rare that you meet a Venus in Aquarius native that doesn't have a strong bond and connection with their friends. They're accused of loving their friends more than their actual lover. Like a lot of times their lover will be like, man, you just spend so much time with your friends. It's almost like you love your friends more than me. This is similar to having natal Venus in the 11th house. If you have this placement, you want to make sure you study natal Venus in the 11th house as well, because you will find that that information resonates with you and it sounds like you because Aquarius rules the 11th house. Okay, so make sure you study natal Venus in the 11th house as well if you have this placement. These people value science, their friends, humanitarianism, and technology a lot. Venus in the sign that it's in tells us what we value a lot, more than usual, more than other people, right? And Aquarius has to do with science, our friends, humanitarianism, and technology. These are Aquarian-like matters. Science, friendships, humanitarianism, and technology. It's very rare that you meet a Venus in Aquarius native that doesn't value science, their friends and their friendships, the whole concept of being a humanitarian, and technology a lot. It's very rare. It's said that these people make better friends versus lovers. I've heard this a lot, that people who have dated Venus and Aquarius people, they'll say, man, we should have stayed friends, honestly. Like that tends to be a common theme. They'll be like, you know what, we were better friends. It's when we started dating is when things became complicated. These people value the idea of being a part of something, such as a band, a gang, or a club. Aquarius energy is associated with wanting to be a part of something, wanting to feel like you fit in and you're a part of something bigger than yourself. So a lot of times you'll notice that Venus and Aquarius people, they just really value whatever band, gang, or club or organization that they're a part of. They truly value that thing that they're a part of. They can be impersonal, detached, and cold with lovers. Okay, so this is the downside of Venus in Aquarius, is they can be very impersonal, detached, and cold with lovers. They can just detach their emotions very quickly with their lovers. They value their alone time. They're natural loners and they can be aloof. Okay, Aquarius energy is associated with valuing your alone time, being a loner and being someone that's very aloof, very detached, like you don't put too much emotion into things. They have odd interests and odd values. They're attracted to odd people. Aquarius is associated with things that are odd. They're just different. So Venus and Aquarius people, they tend to have very odd interests and odd values, and they're attracted to odd or strange people, people that are considered odd, strange, or different. That's the type of people they're attracted to. They approach relationships from an unconventional perspective. They're likely to try being a swinger. Okay, so Aquarius is also associated with being unconventional, because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Venus has to do with relationships and how we approach relationships. So when you have Venus in Aquarius and your Venus is ruled by Uranus, you approach relationships from a very unconventional, very different perspective. And a lot of times you'll notice Venus in Aquarius people, they're open to being a swinger. Like they're like, okay, I'm open to it. I'm listening. I would be down for that. Aquarius Venuses don't like overly dramatic displays of emotion and love, and they try not to be overly dramatic with their displays. The quickest way to turn off a Venus and Aquarius native is to just be overly dramatic with emotion, like you're just all over the place with your emotion. They don't like that, and they don't like being overly dramatic with their emotions. So you definitely don't want to turn them off by just being out of control with your emotions. You got to be able to keep your emotions in check if you want to be able to maintain that attraction with the Venus and Aquarius native. They do well in relationships and partnerships with people with strong air sign energy. The air signs are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So people who have strong Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy, that's the people that they tend to do well with as far as relationships and partnerships with. Celebrity example, Jeff Bezos, Chris Rock, and LeBron James. Now, I thought this was so interesting that Jeff Bezos has his Venus in Aquarius because, think about it. The man has mastered technology. He's the CEO of Amazon. Amazon has completely taken over the world through technology. So you see how he truly valued an Aquarius-like matter, which has to do with technology. And Chris Rock, I know what's interesting is he talked about in one of his stand-ups, he's just like, man, honestly, I don't want to be married. And he talked about like how the whole, normal structure structure of being married and stuff like that, he realized like it's just not for me. This is just not something that I'm into. And LeBron James loves his friends, all of his teammates. He just has such a strong bond and such a connection with his teammates. And you can tell that he really values just the team camaraderie and being a part of something. That's everything you need to know. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Take care.